Yes, thank you very much for tuning in to Younib News at 1. My name is Joena Muriithi. On to our first headline. After signing a return to work agreement with the government, airport employees started working again yesterday evening. Following a full day of closed-door talks involving high-ranking government officials, COTU leader Francis Atwoli and representatives of the Airport Workers Union, an agreement was reached. However, the government defended itself over the contentious Adani deal, which caused paralysis at several national airports. David Chirchir, the Transport Cabinet Secretary, presided over a crisis meeting at JKIA and stated that no contract had been signed for the airport's lease to the Adani Group, which is based in India. Here's the report.
That the parties, that is government, Kenya Airport Authority, shall is mandatory, shall not enter into any final agreement or append their signatures without concurrence with the Kenya Aviation Workers Union. Si hapo mko covered? That the Kenya Airports Authority and Kenya Airways Management should expedite collective bargaining agreements, those CBAs, pending CBAs negotiations within 2 months. Pia hiyo tumeweka mambo ya negotiation ya mishahara ndani. That there shall be no victimization on either party or parties, employers or workers as a result of this strike.
Hatujesema sisi tumekubali Adani. Haya, tulia. Pili, tutapewa kura ya turufu, veto power, ambayo kalamu yetu itahitajika ndio isonge hatua moja wapi mbele.
The concession agreement is processed through the PPP Act, and there's a very articulate process which will include coming to the board of KAA. It will include getting the legal opinion from the Attorney General. It will include taking the concession agreement to Cabinet. And I want to assure you, Cabinet is here to protect the interest of our Kenyans. There was a bit of a lapse of communication in the way we've carried the public initiated, privately initiated investment by Adani in this airport, because we do appreciate that we have a PPP Act which allows private investors to seek opportunities to invest. And when this is done, we do negotiate on certain parameters.
On to the next report. In light of his concentration on his African Union Commission chairmanship bid in advance of the election scheduled for February 2025, Kisumu Governor Peter Anyang' Nyong'o has assumed temporary leadership of the ODM party from former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, this following the party's NEC meeting that Edwin Sifuna, the Secretary General of the ODM party, made this announcement. Here's more to that report.
That in light of the grueling campaign by our party leader and the need for him to focus on this for the AU chairmanship, he has designated His Excellency Honorable Peter Anyang' Nyong'o, the Governor of Kisumu, to chair any and such meetings of this committee, the Central Committee, that may become necessary during periods of his absence. If you look at the constitution of ODM, the only organ that is chaired not by the national chairperson but by the party leader is the Central Committee. Now, knowing how grueling the campaign is going to be, in fact, the Honorable Raila Odinga has had to step out. He's going to catch a flight today. And we wish them all the best wishes. We want to allow him time to be able to do those campaigns.
I'm not going to be very active in Kenyan politics henceforth, as I continue now to focus my attention on the Continental Campaign.
Following a recent banditry incident, students at the Mandogoi Primary School in Kitui's Wing North Sub-County have fled the school. Parents and their school-aged children have fled the community following an attack on Friday by armed herders, during which a small boy was shot in the arm, leaving it shut.
Tunaomba serikali kuu na pia usaidizi wa serikali ya kaunti kwamba washirikiane wote watusaidie na usalama ili tuone kwamba maisha ya watoto yanaendelea. Tuna darasa la grade 6 ambao wanafanya KPSEA exam na iko karibu sana. Tusipoangalia ni kwamba wengi watakuwa na shida kufanya ule mtihani. Na ikumbuke kwamba huu mtihani watoto wamesajiliwa tu kwa hii shule. Wasipoifanyia mahali hapa itakuwa ngumu kufanyia wengine na kuletwa huko, na itakuwa ni kuwatatiza katika maisha yao ya kimasomo.
To increase security officers so that we can protect life and property, to bring peace, tranquility and security. Only police officers, then push them to notice that all far away from schools.
Now, early on today, speaking at Korogocho area in Nairobi, the president stated that the government would employ 20,000 youths to help in the cleaning of Nairobi River. This, he said, is a move to create more employment among the youth, clean the environment, and ensure Nairobi turns green.
Leo tumefika hapa kusema ya kwamba yale yaliyotokea hapa, kwanza wale familia walitoka katika hii sehemu, mimi nataka niwaambie tayari tumetangaza kandarasi ya ujenzi wa social housing, kwa sababu niliwaeleza wale wote waliotolewa hapa ya kwamba serikali iko na mpango ya kuwatafutia makao. Wao ndio watakuwa wa kwanza, na tuko na majina yao. Wao ndio watakuwa wa kwanza kufaidika na program ya social housing ya serikali ambayo tayari tumetangaza. Ya pili, tumefika hapa kwa sababu tuko na vijana wengi ambao hawana ajira, hawana mapato. Shida ambayo tuko nayo hapa ya mambo ya climate change, shida ya mafuriko, shida ya sewage, shida ya solid waste, shida ya pollution ambayo imefanya mto huu kuwa ni mto mchafu, mto mwenye inanuka vibaya. Tunataka kuibadilisha hiyo shida, tunataka tuitengeneze opportunity ya hawa vijana. Na ndio sababu tumesema kuanzia leo vijana Nairobi na Kenya muanze kujisajili katika portal ya climate resilience ambayo tutatumia kupigana na mambo ya climate change. Hiyo portal www.crsp.go.ke. Kila kijana Kenya ujisajili hapo ndio upate nafasi ya kujumuishwa katika jeshi kubwa tunayotengeneza ambayo itashughulika na mazingira katika taifa letu. Nyinyi vijana tutawa recruit kama ile program ilikuwa pale mbeleni, lakini sasa hii program tumeitengeneza tofauti ili tuwe na outcome. Tunataka tukimalizana na hii kazi baada ya miaka 3-4 mto huu uwe na maji masafi na uwe na samaki katika mto huu. Mto huu uwe tumeipanua mahali hapa iwe ni green space. Watu wanaweza kutembea hapa, watoto wetu wa Kenya badala ya harufu mbaya ambayo iko hapa wanaweza kutembea mahali kuna usafi. Na vijana wetu wa Kenya pia wapate nafasi ya kujipatia mapato. Hapa Nairobi vile nimesema, kuanzia tarehe 1 mwezi ujao, kwa wiki kama 3 inayokuja, vijana 20,000 watakuwa katika hii mpango.
We are going for a short break. We'll be right back with more news updates. Stay tuned. And we're back. Now, on behalf of 28 victims of police violence who suffered injuries and some of whom lost their lives during the 2023 protest over the exorbitant cost of living in Kisumu High Court, the Law Society of Kenya filed a constitution petition yesterday. Here's the report.
Baada ya kitu kutokea, wakubwa wa polisi walioshukuru kwa kazi nzuri, kuwapongeza kwa kazi nzuri. Natarajia sasa hizo washapandishwa madaraka, wanaenjoy mishahara mizuri. Sisi kama familia tunahangaika kwa majonzi, kwa kupoteza upendo wetu. Kwa hivyo haki kitendeke, tutafurahia.
Our aim is to not only hold responsible those who took part in the atrocities, but to also push for greater command responsibility within the police service, as well as reparations and compensation for the victims and their family.
Then the prayers are 8 in number, and among them is to declare that the IG and the NPS, that is the National Police Service, violated the petitioners' rights, subjecting them not only to torture, cruel and inhumane degrading treatment by either shooting them or assaulting them or causing them severe and fatal injuries.
Now, on to U.S. politics. The U.S. presidential discussion between former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris was exciting to watch, since it was the first time the two candidates, who had been throwing jabs on the campaign trail, faced each other directly in an event hosted by ABC News. Here's the report.
Kamala Harris, let's have a good debate.
Nice to see you. Have fun.
Thank you.
I think this is so rich, coming from someone who has been prosecuted for national security crimes, economic crimes, election interference, has been found liable for sexual assault, and his next big court appearance is in November at his own criminal sentencing.
We have millions of people pouring into our country from prisons and jails, from mental institutions and insane asylums, and they're coming in and they're taking jobs that are occupied right now by African Americans and Hispanics, and also unions. Unions are going to be affected very soon. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
If you want to really know the inside track on who the former president is, if he didn't make it clear already, just ask people who have worked with him. His former chief of staff, a 4-star general, has said he has contempt for the Constitution of the United States.
Moving on to sports, Injin Farhat, the coach of the Harambee Stars, has urged support for the national team, which he claims is playing in excellent circumstances. Farhat further claims that the Harambee Stars are playing in some of the worst conditions in Africa, and that the players should be applauded for earning 4 points in the opening 2 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifying matches.
Mostly in the first half, but yeah, thank God for the victory. I mean, games in Baki, but only a fight. The group body open, so it's a fight now to try to get maximum points.
Change, and you saw that we had a lot of goal chances. We should have also finished with the third one, then we would have no headache anymore. So important is for us that even in this situation where so many players are missing, and we are coming home with 4 points, this is great what the boys have done. So, and I hope that the next time, you know, I cannot explain it, how unlucky we are with the injuries and so on.
Our news reports today. Your subscription is highly appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Go.